Hey there guys, Neil here, back with a game review, and as you can tell, it's the game recently released for Android and previously originally exclusively released for iOS, called Super Mario Run. So we'll jump right into it, and I'll walk through some of the free parts of the game and make note of some of the parts where paying for the full game will get you additional features. So I've already jumped through some of the initial setup components of it. So selecting a username, logging into your Nintendo account if you have one, to seeing game data, selecting your profile and things like that. And then I also went through the tutorial to get a hang of some of the different features that the game has to offer. So this is basically your main screen of the game, where you can launch into the 3 different modes. You do have a friends feature if you want to compete with friends and keep track of things like that. So if you want to add friends, you can search by user ID, as you can see, or link your social media account and do that as well. So I'm not going to really do that at the moment. You can also link I'm assuming this is where you're going to link your Nintendo account if you have one. I actually don't have one at the moment, so I'm not going to do that. And then the simple things, so in your settings, you can change your username, your profile picture. If you want to turn off music and sounds, you can do that. If you want notifications, change your game settings, then you can do that as well. Change your language. So that's all there in the settings. And then there's also a notebook, so whatever characters you unlock, which I will get to, but it's not really a major, or it's a component, but if you want various other characters, as you play the game, you can unlock other characters like Luigi, Toad, Toadette, Yoshi, and I'll get to one other character in a little bit, and then whatever other enemies that you've defeated, it keeps track of them as well. So I've defeated a couple, or one already, and then there's others that I've haven't defeated quite yet. And then if you want to refresh your memory on different tricks and tips, then you can do that. So for example, the flutter jump is a Yoshi exclusive. A wall jump is you can use with Mario. So we'll get into that as well. So that's some of the UI features. So the first world mode is the tour mode. In the free version of the game, you get the first 3 levels you see at the bottom. Or in World 1. So I've already finished the first level, and we'll get into the second one. As part of buying the full game, which is $9.99, you get all worlds that you see here. So there's 24 levels. And basically once you've unlocked the game, you can play all of them. So we'll jump into the second level called World or Wall Kicking It Underground. So I've turned off easy mode, so it's just getting through the game as a standard player. And of course I missed and then double tapping will get you to allow, or doing double taps will allow you to do things like jump on walls and do things like that. So if you do need to make higher jumps, you do need to hold down your finger on the screen in order to do that. So I guess I am having trouble with that, but if you do need to get to higher parts of the level, then there are things like double tapping to get to walls and things like that. So it's things to take into consideration. So as you can see, as I'm jumping to get these coins and go down the wall, you do things like that, and of course I'm missing things just for gameplay. And of course, much like regular Mario games, you do need to avoid various obstacles. I hit the flower leaf thingy, so Obviously, I'm not going to be able to stay as Super Mario. I'll just be regular Mario. So much of the gameplay is much like you've seen in games um, previously, much like Super Mario World, Super Mario Brothers, but with graphics for your mobile device. Based on what I've seen in the game so far, gameplay and UI is much like we've seen in Super Mario World. And when we get to the world tour portion, it's kind of like that, but it turns into a world builder as well. And something to note here is that in order to get to the world builder part, the world tour part, you do need to collect pink coins in order to build different parts and grow your basically your custom Super Mario World. So that's something to know. Each level will have different colors. In the free version, I think it's only 1 or 2 different colors, but in the full version, you get multiple colors as well. In this case, I only collected 2, but each world has 5 available coins as well. And then as a summary of the game, you get the number of coins collected, number of color coins you get, which basically are non-gold related, and any enemies you've defeated. There's also a rally mode that lets you compete against other characters, friends, and things like that to get additional power-ups as well. So in this case, I guess I'm assuming I'm level 33, so I'm going to pick someone who might be same level or lower. I'll pick, let's say I'll pick this person right here and do a versus battle, and then I'll hit start. And basically, you're going to try and collect more coins than your opponent in as little time as possible as well. So you're going to start, or the level will start. I'll do that, so I'll do Super Mario. And then you get a place indicator as well. So you can kind of see where the person is behind you. I'll defeat some enemies as well. And then obviously I'm missing some of the pink coins that I could be, but I'm also going to want to avoid some of these other obstacles. And something to note as well is that Mario will jump over certain obstacles automatically, but something to note is that you do need to jump higher over other obstacles just as a point of being able to get other power-ups, other coins, and things like that. So that is something to consider in order to get the level, get higher scores, get various bonuses, power-ups. And so now, basically, the rally portion is an endless runner portion of the game. So now we'll see exactly how I ranked compared to the opponent. So far, coins are going pretty well, and then you get a number of toads to place in your world in order to expand your world in that aspect as well. So in this case, you'll get a nice little animation. I've got 490 coins, so I'm the winner in this particular competition. And then you'll get a summary as well. I get 33 red toads, and then obviously there's these 5 colors, so in part of the full version you will get more options as well. And then you get basically, if you want, in order to have Blue Yoshi, I guess you have to have a house built for him in order to get it. So since I've finished with this, I'm going to go to my kingdom and I'll see what I have in order to expand it a little bit. I've already added a red toad house and a set of flowers. So I'm going to check by the stock. I guess a special building is in stock. So what you'll do is you'll click on build, and then you'll go to shop in order to expand your kingdom. And there's various decorations. Let's see, there's various buildings. I guess the blue Yoshi house. So basically anything that's locked in the free version will show up as such. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build this fireworks cannon in order to touch it and get that. But I guess I don't have enough coins for that. I need 5,000. I only have 1,000. So there's only 2 things available there. I guess if I want a Mysterious block, I can get that. And then it'll ask you if you want to place it. So I do want to place it. So you'll see these little highlighted squares for where to place them. So I want to put it there. When that's done, I'll close out of that, and I've expanded my kingdom a little bit. So when I touch that, it becomes and I get 3 red cards. So you get various tickets in order to expand, and you have passes for future levels, or in order to play other levels. So the game goes hand in hand. Obviously in the free version you're going to get a little bit of each level, but if you like the game and you want all the levels, you want to have different colors, you want to have a full world building experience, you will need to buy the full version, and you will see kind of the limitations. So colors, levels you can play. You have a gift box, so you get limited things there. So basically it all falls into place that if you want more options, then you do need to buy the full version. So all courses are unlocked, all toad colors are unlocked, you get more playable characters as well. And with that being said, once you finish all the levels in the game, you've rescued Princess Peach, that's where it comes into play that she becomes a playable character in the game. So that is something to take into consideration, that not all features are there, but it is. There is a lot to do in the game, so in order to play all the levels, you will need to purchase it. But the graphics are nice. It is very reminiscent of Super Mario World from the Super Nintendo days, and kind of that world building experience is that experience. So just something to consider when you want to buy the game. Basically that's really all there is to the game. I haven't really played it too much otherwise, but it is a regular Super Mario Brothers game, and all the characters are there. You have Mario, you have Luigi, Toad, Princess Peach, Toadette, and all of that, and then of course your usual villain of King Koopa. So it's a game that's worth checking out and playing. So if you like Mario and you like Nintendo games, then definitely worth checking out, at least for the free version, see if it's something you like and see if it's something that you want to play. But that's really all there is for the game. It's available for Android and for iOS for free, and then as I mentioned, $9.99 for the full version via an in-app purchase. So Super Mario Run by Nintendo, now available for the 2 major platforms, and worth playing if you are into Super Mario Brothers. So that's all there is for that. So if you have any questions, comments, anything like that, then you can always email me, headphonesdeal@yahoo.com. You can find me on Twitter at PatelN01. This review and all reviews can be found on YouTube at youtube.com/PatelN01. And of course, all other links can be found on the website at PatelN01.com. But that is all for this review. Thanks for watching and listening, and until next time.